Alright, let's look at question number 8. Question number 8 says a programmer wrote an essay for history class and realized he had confused the names of Benjamin Franklin and Alexander Graham Bell. Instead of going through the whole paper and changing the names, he used the following incorrect algorithm in an attempt to replace every occurrence of Benjamin Franklin with Alexander Graham Bell and vice versa. And the code is as follows. First, change occurrences of Benjamin Franklin to Apple. Then, change all occurrences to Apple to Alexander Graham Bell. And then, in the third one, change all occurrences of Alexander Graham Bell to Benjamin Franklin. And it gives you an example. Alexander Graham Bell was born 141 years before Benjamin Franklin, so he was never able to telephone his neighbors. And then it says, which of the following is the result of the described incorrect algorithm in the sentence above? Well, if we follow the 3 lines of code and actually change the sentence, then it should be fairly easy to see what the actual response should be. So if we go to the first one, it says, first change all occurrences of Benjamin Franklin to Apple. So in the sentence we have Alexander Graham Bell was born 140 years. Benjamin Franklin. This is now going to change, and the new sentence is going to have Apple there. So it says Alexander Graham Bell was born 141 years before Apple, so he was never able to telephone his neighbors. Okay, we have done everything that the first line of code tells us to do. Now let's look at the second line of code. Then change all occurrences of Apple to Alexander Graham Bell. Let's read the sentence now. Alexander Graham Bell was born 141 years before Apple, so he was never able to telephone his neighbors. The second line of code says to change Apple to Alexander Graham Bell. So now this word is Alexander Graham Bell. So our new sentence is Alexander Graham Bell was born 141 years before Alexander Graham Bell, so he was never able to telephone his neighbors. Well, that sentence sounds confusing, but maybe his code did it correctly. We know it didn't, but we're going to follow all 3 lines anyways just to test the code. But we have done step 2, or line 2. Line 3 says, then change all occurrences of Alexander Graham Bell to Benjamin Franklin. That means everywhere where it says Alexander Graham Bell is now going to become Ben Franklin. So that means this has now changed to Benjamin Franklin. So Benjamin Franklin was born 141 years before Alexander Graham Bell, which now is going to change to Ben Franklin, based on the third line of code. So again, the new sentence is Benjamin Franklin was born 141 years before now Ben Franklin, so he was never able to telephone his neighbors. There's no other lines of code, so we finished it. But that is how you do it. So let's look at the answers. A says Benjamin Franklin, yada, 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 Alexander Graham Bell. Nope, that's the wrong one. Apple was born 141. Nope, we know that one's wrong because all the apples have been changed. Alexander Graham Bell. Nope, we know that one's wrong. Benjamin Franklin was born 141 years before Benjamin Franklin. Aha. But you should check the last one just to make sure. Alexander Graham Bell was born. Nope. And that's it. All you gotta do is follow the lines of code and actually make your changes. Alright guys, see you in the next one.